Hey guys, in today's video we're going to be doing a trading session. So this will be a live trading session at the time of this recording, so I can show you how I process my trades and do everything with it. And this has been requested many times, and it'll help you see my mindset when I'm buying and selling and what I'm doing. So for those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Ben. I've made over 6 figures trading crypto. I'm on a journey to 10K a month of passive income, and I want you to join me on this journey. Let's go. In this video, we're gonna just dive right in. We're gonna go on to Coinbase Pro, Crypto.com, KuCoin, Binance US, and Bittrex. And we're just basically gonna do what my normal routine is when I'm checking the charts. And I'm also gonna talk about specific coins and how I would trade them. Okay, so here we are starting on Coinbase. So one of the first things that I look for when I'm starting to trade every few hours when I'm checking the markets, I want to look for coins that are up 10 or 20%. So today we're kind of in the red, and it might be hard to find some of these coins that are up. Here's a perfect example. Algo, it's up 17%. So if I were to have any algo, I probably would sell some around $1.95 and try to buy around $1.75, make that 10%. But if you zoom out, yesterday it had this crazy pump up to like 280. So that would also be something to keep in mind. It went from $1.70 to 280. So maybe a good idea would be to buy around $1.75, $1.76. Because if you look at these, if you hold down on the chart, you can see where it wicks down to. And right here, it goes to $1.73.80, $1.75.88, $1.73.75. So based off of that, I would place an order at $1.76 because it wicked down 3 times below that number. So it has a good chance of hitting my buy order. Then once that buy order is hit, I would probably place a sell order at like 248 and then at like 273. So a little bit below where it wicked up to, try to hit that perfectly. And if it comes back down, buy back in at like $1.80 or so. So I'm always looking at these candles to see where are good buying opportunities and where I should be placing these orders. So that's one example. I'm going to show you CRO because I've been doing a lot of trades with it recently, and I'll even just show you some of my trades. I had sold 10,000 at 59 cents yesterday, and I had rebought half of the position at 52 cents, and I have half the position to rebuy around 42 cents. And then I sold that at 59 cents again, rebought it at 54 cents, sold it again at 58 cents, rebought it at 53 cents. So that 5,000 CRO had turned into almost 7,000, 6,700 CRO. And then I also had another order that I sold at 53 cents, hit at 48 cents, so 100 or 1,800 CRO. So I made about 200 on that. Sold it again at 52.7 cents, which was around the peak here. I sold it right at like 52.68, and then my order to buy back in is at 47, around these bottoms. It's like 47.8, and that's based on where it's dropped to at these prices. So once that hits, I'll make another almost 180 CRO, and that's the way I've been trading it. That's how I've been trading it. If we zoom out even more, I have orders at 62 cents. I have an order all the way up at like 68 cents, just in case we do hit this again. And then my next order after that would be 78 cents, and I would try to buy around 70 cents or 65 cents, depending on where the coin is moving. So I'm always referring to these candles to know when are good price points to sell, when are good price points to buy. So these are very important and crucial to helping teach you how to read these charts and how to find good buying opportunities, where are good support lines and where are good resistance lines. So as you can see right here, it wicked down to 52 cents a few times, then as low as 50 cents. So for those reasons, I placed my buy orders at 52 cents, 53 cents, because it's a little bit above the support that it was showing. So I knew that my order could get filled pretty easily. And that's how we made like 3 or 4 trades with CRO just yesterday and made about 1,700 CRO from that one trade. 59 cents, hit that. I didn't have any CRO to sell at 68 cents at the time, or I would have. And then it came back down, hit 52, sold again at 59, hit 53 or 54. I think I even raised it to 54 just to fill it, and then it hit at 59 again, and then it filled right here. So like 4 trades in just one day. Then I would just keep looking through. If I was holding any mana, I would probably sell it as well because it's up. And if I sold it here at like 370, I would just look back to see where are good buying opportunities. Maybe place the buy order at 335 based on these 2 wicks down, because then it would have at least 2 wicks to support it. But if we zoom out even more, we can see even more of where are good selling points. So as you can see, it got up to 380 twice. So even right now, it might be a good idea to sell at like 378, try to get close to these resistance points and hit those and then try to buy back in around 340 and 330. And if you look at these, you can see 320 and 330 are pretty good support levels if you zoom out more. Now moving on, we're just gonna be looking through. We might not see a lot of trades because the market is red today, but this is good buying opportunities. And what I might even do is I might cancel one of my orders that is to buy and buy something that's down a lot today that I'm confident in. CRV is a really good one. It's up today and I wish I had more of it, but I'll keep stacking it when I see good buying opportunities. Storage is another trade that I did today. It had gone up to about 240. I sold at 220 when I first saw it. So I sold it like right almost at this peak right here, like 220. It went up to even another 10%. So I could have made a little bit more, but then I placed my buy order to buy back in at $1.88, made about 12 storage or roughly 20% on that trade. And then I placed a new sell order with the new ones that I bought at 234 based on these candles right here. So these candles right here, you can see we hit 234 3 times. We hit like 234 once, and then 235, and then 242. So that means we have a really good shot of selling at 234 because it hit 3 times. Jasmine, if that was one of the ones I had, I would also sell some, but I would look at the charts because it looks like it keeps going up to about 18 cents. So what I might do, or what I would do, is I would sell around at 17.8 cents because it's come up to that multiple times today, and then maybe even another order at 20.7 cents, so it's a little bit below these levels. Try to hit those orders, and then looking for a good buying opportunity, I would zoom out more. So maybe have an order at 16 cents, so you can hit your order at maybe 16.2 because there's three wicks down, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So that would be a good buying opportunity at 16.2 because that's some pretty good support. If it breaks down from that, then you can place an order at roughly 14 cents. Just because that's a good buying opportunity as well. So if you hit an order at 18 cents, I'd look to rebuy around 14 cents. And then another trade that I did that we just hit a buy order today on was TRB. I sold about 5, I think. Yeah, I sold 5 at like $71, and I just placed the buy order like 40% lower, so I would make basically two TRB or roughly 40% on that trade. It just got filled today, so I made 2 TRB for $50 each, which is about $100 from this one trade. And then what I would do is I would place new sell orders. I would zoom out to see where it could go, maybe sell some at like 65. It went all the way up to $80, so I'll even place an order. So I'm looking at these. 72 is a good resistance because it hit it twice. I'll place a sell order at like 71.58, and I'm gonna sell 5 again because if this gets filled, I sold 5 again and I can rebuy and make another 1 or 2 TRB, and then I still have that additional 2 that I made to sell at a different price point, like $100, $200 or whatever. Okay, so now we have that order placed. So as you can see, there's like so many different things, and I'm just gonna try to go through this fast because this is just one exchange. So if we're going through all of them, this might take a few minutes. So I want to just move on to the next exchange, which is going to be KuCoin. And if we're looking at KuCoin, got roughly 8,000 in there. And some of my orders, it's just basically almost all red besides a few coins like Algo, Solve, Maker. And so what we're going to look at is we're going to look at Nimic because I'd sold some Nimic around 14 to 15 sats, which is about 20-30% higher than it is right now. It's really close to my buy orders. It's not quite to the 10, but I'm gonna cancel this one that's on 11.16, and I'm gonna cancel that, and I'm just gonna rebuy it right now because I would still make like 20% or so from selling at 14. So not quite as much as I would have if it came down all the way and I hit my order. But for the purposes of the video, we just bought it right now. So now we have roughly 27,000. So we basically bought back in 27,000. I also hit an order at 32,000 or 11.5 sats. So I made another 20 or 30,000 Nimic. Well, I didn't make another 30,000. I made about 5 to 10,000 Nimic. So now what we're gonna do to see where a good price points to sell, we're gonna zoom out to the 8 hour. And here you can see it's gone. It was trading between 14 and 15 sats for a few weeks. So now with these wicks, you wanna just click on them, 14.8, 14.55, 14.55, 14.83. Okay, so 14.55 is really good because it hit basically 4 times. So I'm going to place my order a little bit below that. So what I'll do is I'll place the order at 14.37, and then I'm going to sell 50% of this. So if that hits, perfect. And then the next order we're going to place it around these points. So 16.47. So we're going to place it at 15.89. So then we'll sell another almost roughly 30,000 for about another 30 to 40% increase. And then once that order is filled, we'll place another buy order around 11 to 12 sats and try to make that extra 20% or so NIMIC. Trios is another one that I've been buying and selling a bunch. I think I bought all 50 of mine around 10,000 Satoshis. It's at 26,000 right now. And I had sold it all the way up to basically 40,000 Satoshis. And I've bought some back, but I'm gonna have orders all the way down to like 15 to 10,000 and try to basically like double my position for that. So I'm gonna be more patient with this one, and I'll try to rebuy for a lot more gains with this one. Okay, so next we're gonna move on to crypto.com. Crypto.com I don't really trade a ton on. I did sell some CRO into Bitcoin, and this was at roughly, I wanna say 900 Satoshis. So if we click on Bitcoin, I think we could see it. Yeah, about 915 Satoshis. And so I sold about 0.00915 Bitcoin, or I bought that much with the amount of CRO I sold. So let's just say we're gonna sell that same amount, 915. So you can see right there, I would make 12.7 CRO if I transferred it, or if I exchanged it back. But that's the reason for that is because it's only 904 Satoshis right now. So it's only down about 1% from where I sold. So it's not really worth it to sell for only a 1% increase to make an additional 12 CRO. I would wait for at least 10% to make at least 100 or so. So I won't be placing any orders on here. If you do want to see what my portfolio is on here, I'll show you. So roughly 40,000 on here, 8,000 on KuCoin, about 75,000 on crypto.com. Then we have more CRO here on the DeFi wallet, roughly 21,000 on here. And then now we're gonna look at Binance US, see if there are any trading opportunities there. I also sold some storage on here, and my buy order is at $1.73. So I sold at like 220 as well. So I'm actually gonna rebuy this right now. So I sold this at 212, and I'm actually gonna rebuy right now because I sold about 14 storage for that, and then I'll make 17.68. So roughly 3 storage on this trade, and this is for my 1K to 10K challenge, which that is a great trade, about $5 for that trade, which is more than the average that I make on trades on here. And then I will look at these wicks as well, and I'm gonna place my sell order a little bit lower at like 229.5 to sell. So if once that hits, I'll roughly make another $9 on this trade, and then we're just gonna keep growing from there. We also got filled earlier on an Aave buy order. We hit at 257, which was just based off of previous charts. So we actually hit that like perfectly. It went down to as low as 255.79, and our order filled at like 257. Let's see what it hit exactly. So our order filled 257.86. So almost perfect for that order. And then what I would do for Aave is I would look to see the previous charts. I'll zoom out to the daily. So we had this crazy wick up to 455, which is why I had this order for 446 there. But then you could see 350 is a pretty good selling point multiple times. 346, 330, 345. So I'm gonna place an order at 342.15. 342.15, and I'm going to sell the 0.08, or I'm going to sell 0.1 at this price point. Once that order hits, I will also place a rebuy around 270, 275 for this, depending on where the charts are at. Now finally, we're going to be looking at Bittrex. This is the last one. So this is my 0.1 Bitcoin to 1 whole Bitcoin challenge. As you can see, we're positive. We're at 0.106. So we've made roughly 6% on this portfolio since then. And this is just trading between altcoins and Bitcoin. So the purpose of this is no trading against USD, but just to trade between altcoins and Bitcoin. So it looks like we don't have any orders go through on here, because if we did, we would see it here on the bottom. Okay, so yep, no trades here. And that's pretty much it. That's how I trade. That's how I look at the charts. That's how I base my sells and my buys for the charts. And I try to be pretty quick through this. The reason it took a lot longer was because I was explaining how I do everything, but my normal routine of checking through the charts and doing trades here and there is maybe 5-10 minutes max to go through all my exchanges to check everything and see if there's any trading opportunities. And that's it. If you found this video helpful, drop a like down below and comment down below any altcoin picks you have that you want me to do a video on in the future, or any questions you have. And in a future video, I will give a couple shout outs to some of those questions and refer to it. And thank you so much for watching. And remember, as always, keep it in the green.